Last year, SEBI was in the news for all the wrong reasons. But this time we are with a good news that new SEBI chief has been appointed as SEBI chairperson, and he is Tuhin Pandey. Hello and welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about new SEBI chief and what is SEBI. So we are going to discuss all the factors related to the SEBI. So this session is important for your GES 3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about the SEBI, the issues related to the SEBI, what can be the way forward, and then we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So the news is pretty simple that new SEBI chief has been appointed, and who was the previous SEBI chief? So she was Madhabi Puri Buch, and today is the 28th of February. Today she completes her 3-year, and after completion of her 3-year, new SEBI chief has been appointed. So this is a very good news for us. But here we have to realize that Tuhin Pandey has been appointed in various different kind of circumstances where market conditions are not much in good, when there is a signs of withdrawal of the foreign investors and foreign portfolios. So this is a very what you can say tricky situation ahead of the Tuhin Pandey. We'll see that how he is tackling all these kind of the challenges. But this is the news that Tuhin Pandey has been appointed. And for exam perspective, we are going to discuss about the SEBI and issues related to the SEBI. Before that, we have Drishti IAS is in Noida, and our Drishti IAS Noida address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida, and nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15. ISGS Foundation, which consists both what you can say prelims and mains course, and this is for the offline batch. So the batch has already begun in both the medium, Hindi mediums and English medium. So if you want to take admissions in all these batches, you can call on to the number 87501 and you can also visit our offline center, which is in the Noida. Now we are going to discuss about the SEBI. So what is SEBI? So SEBI is a statutory body established on April 12, 1992 in accordance with the provision of the Securities and Exchange Board of India Act. So here there can be a question that what is the full form of the SEBI? So this is the full form of the SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. And what is the basic function of the SEBI? So the basic function is of the SEBI is to protect the interest of the investors, also to promote, regulate the securities market. So this is the basic function of the SEBI. Now we are going to discuss about the powers and functions of the SEBI. So SEBI is quasi-legislative, quasi-judicial body, and it has the power to draft regulations, conduct inquiries, pass rulings and impose penalties, and its functions can be studied into 3 categories. One is issuers, by providing a marketplace in which issuers can increase their finance. So SEBI provides a marketplace. Investors, by ensuring safety and supply of precise and accurate information. And intermediaries, by enabling a competitive professional market for intermediaries. So here what we have seen that SEBI can be impactful into all these 3 categories. SEBI is helpful to issuers, investors and intermediaries also, because it is providing what you can say a safe market to trade easily and to invest easily. So this is the powers and function of the SEBI. Now we are going to discuss about the issues associated with the SEBI, because I have told you that for the last year SEBI was in the news for all the wrong reasons, and this is not for the first time that there has been question raised on the SEBI. So here we are going to discuss few issues related to the SEBI. So SEBI, there is an excessive focus on regulation of markets and conduct lesser emphasis on prudential regulation. So SEBI regulate the securities. So many people have this kind of apprehensions, and various experts have also said that there is just so much focus on the regulation, but instead of regulation they are focusing less on the practical things. And also SEBI statutory enforcement powers are greater than its counterparts US and UK, as it arms with far greater power to inflict serious economic injuries. So if we'll see such kind of institution exist in other parts of the world or not, so it can exist to the other parts of the world, and we can see that in US there has been a body which regulates their stock markets and securities, in UK also and in other countries also. But in comparison to other countries, India's SEBI has a different and a more power, so this can also be sometimes very problematic, and it can impose serious restraints on economic activity. This is done based on suspicion. This is the biggest, what you can say, loopholes in SEBI functions and role, that suppose that if SEBI has a suspicion over any company, then SEBI can seize the, what you can say, trade and stock and securities. So this can be like a preventive detention, just like a jail, that if anybody has if authorities have suspicion over that the person has committed the crime, so without any trial they arrest the person. So this can be a very wrongful, that there is a no, on the basis of suspicion SEBI does such kind of the things. And also its legislative powers are near absolute, as SEBI Act grants wide discretion to make subordinate legislation. So this is also one of the things that sometimes it feels like interfering, and sometimes there is a lack of clarity, sometimes there is a vague kind of situation in terms of rules and regulations, sometimes it feels very intimidating by SEBI. So these are the loopholes and issues related to the SEBI, and it has been also alleged that sometimes they are influenced by the political powers. So these are the issues we have. Now we are going to discuss, suppose that if we have issues, then there can be a solution for this. So solution is that we need a attitudinal change, and instead of cracking down on the companies and instead of taking any action based on suspicion, there should be more focus on research and development, rules and regulations related to the SEBI. So it needs deep review and research as to what can be done better, and size of the funds that get raised can never be a barometer of success. So suppose that we measure a success of a company, that the company is investing this much, the company is raising money this much, but this cannot be a, what you can say, success criteria. Maybe by fraudulent practices the company has raised this much of the money. So if we have to analyze that this particular financial entity is successful, so there must be a criteria that the practices are fair and transparent in nature. So SEBI should focus on to that, and there should be a cleaning of policy space in the area of the market, and SEBI must give special attention to human resources and matters within the organization. So it has been also suggested by various experts that SEBI needs to hire and train more people according to the today's needs and contemporary needs, and it has to take suggestion from different experts. Also it has to hire different kind of the talent which can suits and which can works perfectly for the SEBI. So this can be a way forward approach for the SEBI. Now we are going to discuss the practice question for prelims. Before discussing the practice question for prelims, we have already started our PYQ series. So if you have not watched the episodes of the PYQ series, so do watch all the episodes of PYQ series, because this can be very helpful for your prelims examination. Now we are going to discuss the practice question for prelims. Which of the following is not an issue associated with SEBI? Excessive focus on market conduct regulation, lack of power to impose penalties, near absolute legislative power, imperfect enforcement in areas like insider trading. So this is very easy one. You can answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section, and do prepare for your prelims, because prelims is coming. So you should know that what are the constitutional provisions related to the SEBI, what are its functions, who is the current chairpersons, because in PCS examination they can ask question like this, that who is the current chairperson of the SEBI. So these are the important and prospective question which you can think and read. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.